things on my plate and I drop something and it breaks. And hi, whoever's watching, welcome. Please, if you want to comment and have this be interactive, I would love that. And just to warn you, this is through StreamYard. Sometimes it's imperfect and it doesn't show me all of the comments. So if I don't respond to you, it is not you. It is just the technology. But anyway, I have missed going live. This is it sounds so funny. It's something that's so silly, but I just love, coming on and connecting with you all every so often. Hi Steve, welcome. So a bunch of stuff going on right now. First and foremost, I'm going on a virtual speaking tour and I want to ask your help. Because my goal is to be on one virtual stage, and this is virtual. I'm not doing any super spreader events. Believe me, not what I'm hoping to accomplish. It's a virtual speaking tour across the US and in any English speaking country. And I'm looking for events that have speakers. You don't even have to know if they are looking for speakers. Just know that they have speakers and they may have an opening. If you don't mind, if you think of any of those, if you could message them to me, I would be eternally grateful. So that's the first thing that I have going on. My signature talk is all about getting high ticket clients without high pressure tactics. Sales tactics, that is. It is way simpler than you think, and I have a really easy approach to it. So that's number one. Number two is I'm writing a book. I know I said this about 7 months ago. Feels like 7 years ago. I'm writing a book. I have a writing coach. I have a publisher. I have all the things, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be teasing some information on that coming up. And what else? I'm on Clubhouse. If you guys are on Clubhouse, I am doing 30 days of Clubhouse. One of the reasons you're not going to see me live as much as normal on the LinkedIns and the Facebooks because of that. I'm realizing this is all about me, and I don't want it to be all about me. I want it to be about you as well. I hosted this healing circle tonight for workplace trauma, and it's not my normal thing. That's not my niche. That's not the space that I work in. But I've been hearing so much of people talking about, and I've completely switched gears on you, by the way, if you're following. For those of you who are watching, sorry, I was talking about me and now I'm talking about something. I've been seeing this in the world, though, that there's just trauma that's getting pulled to the surface. There's being treated badly, and the memories of it and the remnants of it. And I felt called to just host this one-off healing circle tonight. All proceeds, we raised $225. All proceeds go to the Suicide Lifeline. I'm so excited to be making that donation tonight. But it was 2 hours, and we had a very nice intimate group, and it just struck me. I'm not going to share anything that was said there, obviously, but it just struck me the difference it can make to be listened to have a space to speak, to have people witness you, speaking your truth or speaking whatever it was, and also to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself for acting, imperfectly, for reacting imperfectly, for not taking care of yourself in the best way. It reminds me of what I'm personally going through right now. We're in the tail end of COVID. I mean, let's be real, it's going to go on for a long time more. But we're in the tail end of the really, really bad parts. And there are ways in which I'm totally failing as a business owner and as an adult in general. And, I'm needing more sleep, and I'm letting myself sleep in, and I'm, setting goals for myself and not following up with them. And I could totally beat myself up over it. Or I could choose to forgive myself and, talk to myself in the way that I would talk to my best friend, which I would say, you're not perfect. No one expects you to be perfect right now. So take it easy on yourself. Forgive yourself for being imperfect right now. My sister and her boyfriend, he works in a bar one day a week, and he just got exposed to COVID. Everyone in the bar pretty much has it. And so they're in lockdown and they're super stressed out about, um, potentially having COVID. So they're waiting until a few days out so they can get tested to see if they have it. Um, and my sister's in her I don't know if I've talked about her much. So she's in her senior year and her final semester of her engineering degree. Guys, I'm so proud of my sister. She is the most badass human I've ever met. She went back to school, I think at 28 or 29, to get an engineering degree. And she's about to graduate. She's paid for it all herself. She's gotten incredible grades. She's gotten scholarships, and she's done it all by bartending during the summer, to save up. Just completely blows me away. The amount of math and the level of math that she can handle is just out of this world. I don't understand it. And I zone out whenever she talks engineering to me because I can't handle it. But that's not something that any of us normally go through. If your loved one is exposed to a cold or the flu, we don't hold anxiety around it. And it's so easy because we've been so acclimated to feeling like this is the new normal that we forget to have grace for ourselves. We forget to give ourselves some forgiveness and to let ourselves off the hook. And, on the call, there was an acknowledgement about the fact that we hold our suffering up to other people's suffering. Like, oh, well, that's a first world problem, or other people have it worse, or, someone else is doing this, like it's way worse than your situation. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, I've been talking to friends who are just depressed. It's just hard right now. Your suffering is not invalidated by anyone else's worse suffering, just so you know. Your suffering is totally valid at whatever degree it is. And other people having it worse has nothing to do with your suffering. You being unhappy, you being upset, you being stressed, you being this. All that stuff is totally valid. Own it, talk about it, share it. Because I guarantee you there are people in your world who are not talking about it, who need to talk about it. And you sharing that, hi Sam, welcome. And you sharing about it will open the door for them to say, oh my God, I thought it was just me. I thought I was the only one. This is literally a conversation I had with my friend Kelly today. We're talking and I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so lonely. And she said, me too. And I'm like, really? Because I thought I was the only one. I'm out here in the sticks on Cape Cod in winter with my family. They're nice, but they're not the best company. No offense, mom and dad, if you're watching. God, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Anyway, yeah. So, let yourself be seen, talk about your own things. People care. And people want to know that if you're sharing with them, you trust them. That means that you're trustworthy and that they can share back with you. If you're a leader of people, don't let people fly with the I'm fine. Do a double take, do a little pause, like really? Really? Because burnout is huge right now. I'm hearing that from my clients left, right, and center. And it's because we live at work now. There's no more work from home. We live at work. Sam Miller, yeah, Cape Cod is beautiful in the summer. In the summer, when it's warm out, when it's cold out, there's not a whole lot going on. And it's too cold to actually go out and enjoy the beauty. Especially if you have a wardrobe that's from California, which I have. I haven't actually gotten a wardrobe for Cape Cod winters because I'm not going to be here. I'm peacing out as soon as the pandemic is over. Yeah. The other thing that I'm seeing is, oh, Sam, people enjoy listening and supporting. It's one of the lesser known stress responses. Say more about that, the lesser known stress responses. We forget the impact we have. We walk through our days or, Zoom through our days and we forget, the impact that we have on other humans. And pausing and letting people know that, hey, I'm a safe space for you to listen, for you to talk and to have me listen right now. You don't know the impact that can have on someone. So the healing circle that God, that sounds so life coachy. I love life coaches, but I hate it when life coachy stuff comes out of my mouth. The healing circle, gosh, that I hosted tonight, and it was beautiful. I don't know why I'm making fun of it, but it just, it's funny. Um, all the proceeds, the tickets were $25. All the proceeds I donated, or I'm donating to, I have to do that tonight because the funds got released to me after the thing. I'm donating to the Suicide Lifeline, which is a hotline for people who are considering suicide, to hopefully talk them off the ledge. And there's a story from when I was in high school. I did my senior year at Cape Cod Community College. And one of my professors shared this story about how he was about to leave last day of the semester, right before, hi, Noor. Yeah, right. Right before Christmas break. Okay, so the campus was shutting down. I think he said it was snowing, so like the roads were also getting pretty dangerous. And he had family that was in town, and he really wanted to get home to them. And he walks by this male student, and he says, "How's it going? How are you doing?" Just as a greeting. And the kid said, "Well, you don't give a fuck." And he could have just been like, "Okay, well, screw him. Screw him. Like, whatever. He's in a bad mood. I'm just going to peace out. I want to get home. I want to beat the snow. I want to see my family." But he said that there's something that a whisper in his ear is like, something's not right here. And he stopped and he said, "Well, now I care. Let's go to my office and talk." And he takes the kid back to his office, and lo and behold, this kid had a gun in his bag, and he was going to commit suicide. He was planning on committing suicide right after his finals that day. And he was able to call for help. But you never know the moment that you're going to catch someone when they're just on that verge of needing help, and probably not, hopefully not to that extreme. But just pausing and slowing down a little bit can be so impactful in other people's lives. And I'm getting super preachy in this. I don't mean to be super preachy. But it can be so impactful. And slowing down is so important to just notice those moments. And just give yourself some credit wherever you are, whatever you're struggling with, whatever is coming up for you. Give yourself some credit for everything that you're accomplishing right now under extraordinary circumstances. I'm so sick of that term, extraordinary circumstances, but it's true. It's absolutely true. None of us have ever gone through this before. And we're all so hungry to get out of it. We're all just so hungry for this to end. It's run its course. We're over it. Anyway, that's all I have. I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I haven't seen you all in so long. And well, not that I see you when I'm on here. But yeah, I so enjoy doing my live shows, my little lives with you all. I'm going to be getting back into them next week as soon as I figure out my schedule with Clubhouse, which, by the way, if you want to co-moderate, I am looking for co-moderators. I found that is the best way. My goal is to do 30 days of Clubhouse. Vish, it's so true. Small wins really help to get through it. Hello, too. Oh, thanks, Vish. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? My favorite thing to do is when I'm feeling kind of down on myself during the day, I make a list of all the things that I've already done, along with the stuff that I still need to do. And then I go through and I cross off all the stuff I've already done, because it gives me that like serotonin hit that I have just, accomplished something, even if it's like brush my teeth, drink coffee, like the most basic thing, put socks on. It's just the little things that help you get through. But anyway, like I said, Clubhouse, if you're wanting to co-moderate, my talk tracks. It's all about bravery. It's about thought leadership, starting your business. Don't be a weenie. Money mindset. We're going to be doing money mindset Mondays. I'm so excited for this. It's with Mega Bradley. She and I both work with an amazing public speaking coach. There's a lot of, there's just so much juiciness in the world right now. And it's so easy to get bogged down because we're alone. And if you're feeling that, know that you're not alone. I'm feeling it too. Um, and we just have to keep our eyes on the prize. It's gonna come to a completion at some point. And all the work that we do right now is building up to make our lives so much more successful when things are done, and so much easier when things are done. So just keep on trucking, whatever's going on. And one of the spaces that I want to invite you all to is I have my Being Brave call every Friday, and I market it. It's mostly towards entrepreneurs who are starting their own business. We talk about your business strategy, marketing, money mindset. But more and more, I'm opening it up to anyone who just wants to come and get a bravery boost, their bravery booster shot, if you will. Talking about leadership, talking about struggles within your family, whatever, because those are the same struggles that new entrepreneurs have, is dealing with leadership, is dealing with struggles within their family. It's not like you switch to being an entrepreneur, or a solopreneur, and those things don't exist anymore. They absolutely do. And they're actually amplified because you're just in your own little echo chamber all the time. Anyway, this was a super random, rambly live. Forgive me. This has been so lovely to connect with you, those of you who've tuned in for this. And I hope to so next week, I hope to have a whole theme planned for you. I'm not sure what it is yet, but stay tuned. I'm going to be announcing it later this week. And if you do want to come to the Being Brave call, the link is in my About section of my LinkedIn, or it's on my Instagram. If you're on my Facebook, I think you can navigate there pretty easily. Other than that, thank you for joining. And I hope you're having a great week, and be kind to yourself and forgive yourself and cut yourself some slack, all the things, checking in on your people, checking on yourself, lots of stuff. Anyway, you've listened. Have a good night.